This week's hot highlight has been a huge challenge for me to decide who my 3 favorite songs are of the week, because we have got a ton of big name releases releasing some very good songs. So let's talk about it as we get the show started right now. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from MW Pop, and I want to welcome you back once again for another episode of the Hot Highlights. Of course, as every other time, we're going to be taking a look back at the last week of K-pop releases, and I'll be telling you my 3 favorite songs of the week, and we talking about something else, other songs that I think are worth mentioning. And with Exo, Big Bang, and a couple other groups coming out with some absolutely fantastic songs, this top 3 has been absolutely the most challenging, 3 songs that I've had to pick for the entire week. But, because of that there's a couple groups that I think could have made it in the top 3 or something like that just aren't. So let's talk about my 3 favorite songs of the week, starting right now. Oh yeah, come on. The first of the 3 favorite songs from the week is Exo and their newest song called Love Me Right. Now, when I first listened to this the first time around in my music video reaction, I wasn't a huge fan of it in relation to Call Me Baby. Now, the more times that I've listened to it, as I listen to it more and more, I've actually really liked to like it a lot more than Call Me Baby. It just seems like it's a much better, put together song. It sounds more sophisticated. There's nothing wrong with that, and I don't even know. I might be talking out of my ass. I might be full of crap. But it just sounds like it's a more well-written song, a more, intricate song than what Call Me Baby is. And there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, personal taste and all that stuff. Call Me Baby is a really, really catchy song. It's a lot of fun to listen to. But this song also is catchy, and it's a lot of fun to listen to, but as far as the flow and the way everything fits together, it just seems to fit together absolutely perfectly, and whoever wrote the song did not mess that up in any way. Now, that's the song. Talking about the music video, when I first watched it, I was saying that there wasn't really any meaning or anything like that behind the music video, and then everyone started leaving comments on my video saying it's an Alice in Wonderland concept, as if I was, stupid for not recognizing that. And I have to say, watching it the first time, I didn't even get it. The second time I watched it, I had to do some research for people to compare frames and scenes from Alice in Wonderland to what SM put in the music video. And I have to say that if anybody got that the first time around when they watched the video, they are like an Alice in Wonderland expert. They know everything about that movie and just the story. So, you're right. It is Alice in Wonderland, but it is so subtle and it's underhanded. It's not like to the levels of obvious that Boyfriend was when they did their Alice in Wonderland music video, but it still is, but it's not noticeable at all. So as far as I'm concerned, just to the average person, it's just a music video with a bunch of interesting scenes that look cool and they're fun. But obviously a lot of this stuff was kind of inspired, and they decided that they would take some scenes from Alice in Wonderland and recreate those in a non-obvious way. I actually kind of like that. So that's Exo as the first of my 3 favorite songs of the week. So we gotta move on to the next one.
Yeah. Y'all ain't ready for this one.
High4 is another of my favorite songs of this week, and their song called Baby Boy was something absolutely unexpected. The last song, Day by Day, I was not expecting to hear something like that either, and they've changed up their style once again. This time they have combined 2 different styles and sounds of music into one to bring something absolutely fantastic. We've got an actual as real of a hip-hop concept and sound as you're gonna get in K-pop in the verses, and the chorus is more of an aegyo pop kind of thing that a lot of boy groups have done in the past. So we're all familiar with that sound. Neither of those sounds are something that I have ever really heard High4 do before, although the chorus sound is something that I'm more familiar with as something that they could have possibly done. But either way, this is the part where the reason that it is such a liked song by me is because it is really, really unique. You know, and I like groups that go and they change up their style every once in a while, or frequently, you know, drastically or even slightly, to give us a different sound, to give us a different look, and I really, really do appreciate that. High4, on the other, it has been a group that executed this to perfection. Like, I didn't think they were going to be able to, that they never imagined them doing that hip-hop look and style, like, to the extent that they did, and to do it well. But I mean, either way, it's just fantastic. High4 is a seriously underrated group, and they need more attention, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's not why that they're one of my favorite songs of the week, because I just like the song and the group in general. So that's one of my other favorite songs of the week. We got to move on to the final one. Can you possibly guess who it could be? I bet you can, at least the artist. So let's get straight into it. Naturally, the final favorite song of the week has to be from Big Bang. How could it possibly not? And it is their song Bang Bang Bang, which, when I watched the music video, when I did my music video reaction to it, I was blown away by the change in sound and style and feel from the verses to the chorus. That song is three different songs, three different sounds and styles in one. First off, you start off with like the European electro, like rave sounding music, right? With that, it just sounds really, really awesome. I love it. As far as like electron EDM music goes, that European sound is like what I really, really like. And it's fantastic. And then they changed it up to something really like, I'm not familiar with what the chorus sound is, but it's a huge, huge, huge change from it. When I was watching the music video, right, it was building up, and I thought it was gonna drop into something, you know, like I don't know, like, I'm gonna say like a dubstep break, something like that, you know, something that's high intensity, something that just takes off and goes, and then it didn't, it just dropped everything, all of it, gone. All of the intensity and all that stuff is gone, and then we go with this, with slow, laid back, really interesting sound, and I absolutely, absolutely love it. I really do love how eclectic and, you know, diverse, I guess, the song is within the same song. From verse to chorus to the outro verse, which is a completely different, you know, sound and style from the previous parts of the song. It's really, 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 really awesome. And I mean, Big Bang this week or this month has released my two favorite songs off of, I guess, their album. And, you know, Bang 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 is my favorite song of the year that Big Bang has released. And with We Like to Party, the second most favorite. But it's just absolutely fantastic. I mean, I just love, like I said, I love the change. I love how it's three different songs in one, and it is a lot of fun to listen to. It's my kind of thing. Maybe it's just, you know, personal preference for me for liking, you know, upbeat dance tracks as opposed to more of a ballad sort of song. But, you know, it's just whatever it is about this song, I just absolutely love it. And I cannot say anything really bad about it, other than like maybe, I don't know. I can't personally really come up with anything, although maybe I can. I'll have to think about it a little bit more, and then maybe we can make another video for that. So those are my three favorite songs of the week. We got Big Bang, Exo, and High4. And yeah, so those are, like I said, my three favorite songs of the week. Remember, you can vote for these songs for next week's Hot Highlights Top 20. All you have to do is click on the link to an easy poll, to a poll on easypolls.net or .com, I believe it is, to vote for your favorite song or artist, or 5 of your favorite songs, to rank them for next week's Hot Highlight Top 20. You can vote once, where you can vote every 24 hours. So when you vote now, be sure to come back tomorrow and continue voting all week. And then, of course, when you do make your vote, you can make as many selections as you want. So you can vote for all 23 possible artists if you want. So that's fun. So now we got to move on to one more group that I want to talk about, because I don't have an indie artist to spotlight this week. Unfortunately, I just did not have the time. I was so busy thinking and debating on which of these songs is going to be in my top 3. I just didn't have the time to come up with an indie artist. So we're going to move on, and we're going to highlight one more group right now. This week's, I guess, highlight outside of my top 3 is going to be the debut of a A.Kor subunit called A.Kor Black. Now, when A.Kor made their debut, their hip hop or their debut song "But Go" was more of a hip hop style, and then they changed it up for their comeback song called "Always." When that dropped, when I watched that for the first time, I was surprised, I guess you can say. I wasn't expecting them to come with to turn into like an actual girl group, and it's not like I missed the hip hop style in any way, although I did say that I did. But they're back. No, they're not really back. It's a subunit that's back with the hip hop style, and I like this one a lot more than But Go. This is more, like authentic and true, like hip hop, I guess you can say. But what do I know? I'm not familiar with that. I'm just some white guy. Not like that has anything to do with anything, but I'm just some dude. I like rock music, and it's the complete opposite from the hip hop. But regardless, as someone who doesn't particularly like the genre of music, I really, really, really liked the song. I thought it was something that was really, really well done, and the two girls that are in this subunit are absolutely fantastic at what they do. The whole style and look and sound really, really fit them as far as the persona and image that they were putting on for this music video, and it's really, really fantastic to see. I like it. I really, really do like it. A.Kor Black and A.Kor in general is a group that is facing a serious uphill struggle to get popularity and get noticed these days after a bit of a mishap from one of their members back in the day. But I think that people should just pay more attention to them, give them some time. And I think that A.Kor as a group is going to become a really solid and well-known group. They're not going to be a nobody group, and they definitely won't go away anytime soon because they are actually a really solid group. I like them a lot as the pop girl group and as the hip hop subunit. I've really enjoyed everything that they've done a really, really huge amount. So A.Kor and A.Kor Black making some fantastic music. This time it was A.Kor Black with the debut, and the song "How We Do" is really, really awesome. I love it. If you haven't listened to it yet, you definitely should listen to it. I think it's, at least if you're a fan of K-pop, you should definitely consider looking at it, just because it's K-pop and you should listen to it because you're a fan of K-pop. That's just the way I think. So that is all that I have to say. Those are the songs that I want to highlight from the last week of K-pop releases. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I want to know, though, who is in your top three, or what were your three favorite songs that were released last week? Put it down in the comment box below. I really want to hear what you have to say. Also, get connected with me on social media: Twitter, Facebook, KakaoTalk, Instagram, and AskFM. I've got links to those profiles down in the description box below. I want to hear from you guys, so click on those and send me a message. That would be super awesome. And don't forget, before you go, to leave a rating on this video. It helps me out, it helps the channel out, it helps everybody out in the end. So that is it for this episode. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.